So I did a lecture titled "The Moorish Science Temple Exposed" as well, where I broke down how he took a lot of his information out of the Aquarian Gospel. Hence, the Circle 7, according to the Aquarian Gospel, was symbolic to Jesus. So when you see that on the Moorish Science Temple, you know that's coming from religious rhetoric as well. But Noble Drew Ali took the Quran, which was created by the Ku Klux Klan, and he turned it into the Quran with the K, which is still Turkish. And so when you see Moors wear the fez is Turkish, okay? And so the term Moor is not ethnic. It does not denote a population of people. It's a derogatory term, okay, that's being used and was created by Germans, okay, and Slavic Europeans, aka Arabs, to negatively denote as a negative denoting term towards black people. So when you hear somebody say more, you might as well hear the N-word, okay? And so the word more means stupid, sluggish, dumb. It doesn't mean anything positive. And so for me to give you a perfect example of the way that the word is used, if you ever watched that movie called The Black Knight featuring Martin Lawrence, there's a scene where the white knight comes and he basically sexually harasses the females, and specifically the black female. And when he does, Martin stands up for her. And if you remember, the knight pulls out his sword and he puts it to Martin's face and he says, "Mind your tongue, you Moor, lest I cut it out." And so when he called Martin Lawrence a Moor, he wasn't calling him nothing royal, okay, I can tell you that. And so the movie clearly depicted the understanding and the basis of that word. And so the Moorish Science Temple was not only Freemasonic. You can see it in the Moorish Science Temple newspapers and on a little sovereignty cards. You see the Masonic handshakes. You see the third eye, all of that stuff. They co-opted the Quran from the Ku Klux Klan's Quran, as well as the crescent moon and the star. And the reason I'm bringing them up is because they allegedly practice Islam. And so when you see and you know the Ku Klux Klan's involvement with Albert Pike and becoming Freemasonic, now you can understand the Nation of Islam's involvement with the Ku Klux Klan, because Freemasons get their doctrine from Luciferianism. And so if you know anything about the Knights of Templar, you know that the Knights of Templar are important because they are the ones who allegedly created the Luciferian doctrine during the Holy Crusades. And so if you don't know what the Luciferian doctrine is, long story short, the Luciferian doctrine is basically the belief that Lucifer freed humanity from God by influencing Adam and Eve to use their free will, to which God was trying to keep them from. And so they believe, this is just a quick rundown. They believe that God is really an evil deity and that Lucifer is angelic and that he's a beholder of light. This is why Lucifer always referred to or depict Satan or the devil as an angel. And so, of course, during the Holy Crusades, the Knights of the Templar couldn't just tell the Catholic Church or the church period that they believe now that God was evil. So they say that this is the origins of the formations of secret societies, hence via Freemasons. And so the Knights of Templar is one of the oldest and founding sectors of secret societies. And so that crescent moon and that star is associated with the Baphomet, okay, who was drawn by Eliphas Levi in the 1700s. And so when you see that crescent moon and that star on the Nation of Islam, and you see, Baphomet doing the symbolism, and he got the crescent moon in one aspect and the star on his head, we can start to tie these things together now. And so the reason that I'm making this point is because when you look at the Ku Klux Klan, they practice Luciferianism in the sectors of Freemasonry. And the original outfit of the Ku Klux Klan was not even a white robe. It was red, black. It was a red, white, and black robe, and it had a crescent moon and a star on it. And so with that being said, when they decided that the black community was going to be infiltrated by all of these Freemasonically controlled organizations, they gave that look and that Islam rhetoric to the black community, and then they put on the white sheets, which have the Celtic cross, which is the cross where all four sides are balanced. And that Celtic cross is actually the cross of the Knights of Templar. It's not even a Christian cross.